Welcome to another unscripted tutorial video. I'm going to show you how to make the process of creating a template for a repeated event more efficient and all around more efficient. Save you time, save you space. This guy's night image right here, you'll notice that it is a background image, but it has foreground content. So if we edit the slide, you can see that this text here, Guys Night, Sunday, November 4th, 6 p.m., this is all integrated into this background image. And over in Photoshop, you can see that this is a multi-layer document. It has the Sunday, November 4th, it has the Guys Night, and then it has the background picture. So in the past, what we've done is we've exported this as a JPEG, and you can see that if you simply go to the media properties for this slide and then look at the source. Right here it's user shared renewed vision media images guys night .jpg. And so this works. It is a way to solve the problem. But we run into issues when we want to be a little bit more creative, or if we want to save time. For instance, if I wanted to make the background, the beard, a little bit darker than the text, I can't do that in ProPresenter unless I have the layers separated. If I want to do it in Photoshop, I can, but then again, I'm pressing that into a flattened image and it will be a single JPEG, and then I won't be able to change it once it gets into ProPresenter. So for example, if I wanted to adjust the color and maybe create a different contrast, you can see the change here. As I change the contrast on this image, it's also changing the contrast of the text. So that basically eliminates a possibility for us to do a little bit more custom work. So if I show this, it should, yeah, comes in a little bit darker, and I want that to pop out a little bit more. So let me run you through the process of how to kind of solve this problem. Let me take this back to where it was. Effects up to, what is that, 0? Yep, no, not 0. That should be 1. Okay. And I'll show it again. Okay, so let's create, I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. Can I? No, I can't unless I do this. And then suddenly this comes back. Okay, so let's create a new slide in the announcements loop, or in any document for that matter. And we'll click the plus button here. And it comes up and it automatically pulls from the most recently used template. In this case, I had pulled from template 1. So if I enter this slide, I have this default edit slide here. I don't need that. In fact, I don't really want to use this template. But this slide has grabbed that template and brought it into this particular document using that template as its source. If you change the template behind it, it should not change the actual slide unless you reapply the template to this slide. And that's by design, because you don't want to accidentally change an entire set of document slides when you update a template if you have everything the way it's supposed to be. So what we're going to do here is we're going to create a slide with the background of a beard. And I've done that already by creating a single image with just the beard background without the text. So if you look at ProPresenter here, I created a hot folder and I put that beard under a folder called Men's Ministry, and then I created a hot folder to it. So under here, if you do media properties, you're going to see that the source is users shared renewed vision media images backgrounds Men's Ministry beard.jpg. It's much more descriptive, and it's in a location that can be accessed through the network, so we don't have to use any third-party applications, email, Slack, or anything like that to actually get the image from the designer's computer to the production computer. Okay, so now that we've got this as a background, what I want to do ultimately is I want to create a template that I can reuse over and over again for every guy's night, so that I don't have to go into Photoshop and create the graphic every time. I can do it one time, and then I can create a template, and the media volunteer can go into that template and update the text, which will be in the same font as in Photoshop, anytime they want to. So let's see here. What do I want to do? I want to take this background and I want to apply it to this slide. Now, this is a new slide we can disregard what template it's on because we're going to create a template group. So from here, I'm going to right click this, and we're only going to need to do this once because it's going to be created. But I'm going to say save selected slides as a template group, and I'll call that template group Men's Ministry. Okay, so now if I look at templates, I can see that there is a Men's Ministry, and that template is there. Now I'll go in to edit this template group, and it'll bring this up, and clearly there is no picture there. So let's try dragging it in again. Oops, let's do that. And that didn't work either. All right. Edit slide. We've got this. So if we go to our templates, we should have Men's Ministry. Let's try this. Let's try, now that we've got the group, template, Men's Ministry, add slide to template group. So now if we go to the Men's Ministry, we have template 2. If we edit the template group, there we go. Now we can delete this one. Okay, so just the methodology was different. The order of operations apparently matters. So from here, I need to add some text elements. And so I'm going to look at Photoshop as a reference and find out that this is Babus New at 458. So let's add text, and we'll type in Guys Night. Guys Night. We'll center it, put it to the top, and we'll give it the correct font. And what was it at? 458. Okay, 458. Oh, we need to select the text. That's one of those crazy little idiosyncrasies. And right, and centered, and it did not take the font. There we go. Okay, so Guys Night. Now we can position it wherever we want. We can use the guides there to center us. And then the second one, we're going to do another one. Since I've already done all this font work, I'm just going to copy Control-C, Control-V, and modify the size. So the next size here is 212, roughly. So if I change this text to 212, and then I add, what is it, Sunday, November 4th. Naturally, it's not going to be Sunday, November 4th. Okay. Hey, stop that. Why is it doing that? The value S is invalid. Got it. Command Z to undo my mistake. Good. Okay, 212. Sunday, November 12th. Oh, sorry, 4th. And option 8 puts a little dot in, and then 6 p.m. And now I can move this down. Sunday Love. Yeah, that's what I typed. Did I really type love instead of nov? Okay, so now we've got Guys Night, Sunday, November 4th at 6 p.m. And this is now a template. So I can exit this template. I can delete this slide. And now the next time I have a Guys Night, all I have to do is come in here, drop this list down, go to Men's Ministry, and add template 1. And it brings in exactly what I need with the background already set. I can edit the slide, and I can change the description, Guys Night, and then I can put the date here. Monday, December, Christmas, 4th of all. You get the picture. So we've got this nice template with the text already set the way it needs to be, and we have one image. We don't have to create multiple JPEGs and pile up images on the server. And we can use this template in any document anytime we want if we want to convey this information. So now this template, this whole slide, can be deleted. But in addition to being deleted, we really need to be deleting the media properties, the actual file itself, because we're never going to need this again unless we happen to have Guys Night on November 4th next year. So I'm going to go into the media repository. I'm just going to delete it because we don't need it. It's gone. Okay, and now we're going to probably see that this is missing. It may still load because it's there, but I'm going to delete this. We don't need it anymore. This one we also don't need, but you don't need to worry about deleting it because it is a template that we can recreate under Men's Ministry, Guys Night, POW. It's so easy to recreate. So all of the documents that have a background that we're going to be reusing can be created as templates with the text placement. For instance, this one right here. If we need to do another volunteer slide, there's no reason we should have to go into Photoshop and create a whole new graphic with this text, when we could simply drop the template list down, pick the volunteer section or whatever we want to call it, pull up this particular template, and then change the text as we need to change it. Same thing with the connection coffee or serving or this bar soap right here. Bar soap is something that's going to be changing. Like, we've had multiple slides like this, so there's no reason to have multiple graphics. We can just have one graphic with a background, and then the text can be the foreground. And that way we can change this without changing the background. And it becomes more efficient, takes up less space, and creates a really organized structure and saves a lot of time. If this was helpful, let me know. I'll keep posting these. Thanks for watching.